Welcome back to Dazzy Cars. Today is one of those rare moments where time slows down, sound sharpens, and the automotive world feels almost mythical. Because we are talking about a machine that never cared about trends, never begged for approval, and never tried to be easy. This is the Porsche Carrera GT, a car that doesn't just exist to be driven but to be respected, understood, and remembered. A car born in an era when engineers still chased perfection instead of algorithms. When driving meant connection, fear, adrenaline, and absolute trust between human and machine. Before we go any further, if you're new here, don't just watch quietly like a ghost in the comments section. If you love cars that make your pulse rise and your palms sweat, hit that subscribe button right now, because this channel isn't about hype cycles or spec sheet flexing, it's about the machines that actually meant something. Now let's talk about the exterior, because the Carrera GT doesn't shout, it whispers with confidence. Even standing still, it looks alive, like it's breathing. The proportions are almost alien, long and low with a cab-forward stance that immediately tells you this thing was built around its engine, not its cup holders. The front end is clean and purposeful, with oval headlights that feel almost innocent compared to the violence this car is capable of. The air intakes are sculpted, not exaggerated, feeding the cooling system with surgical precision. Every panel you see is carbon fiber, not as a marketing gimmick, but because weight mattered more than comfort in this car's DNA. Move your eyes along the side profile and you'll notice the flowing lines that guide air toward the massive rear intakes. Those intakes don't exist for drama, they exist to feed one of the most insane engines ever put in a road car. The wheels sit perfectly flush with the body, wrapped in tires that look wide enough to intimidate the road itself. Around back, the rear deck and active spoiler are simple, clean, and brutally honest. This is not a car trying to look fast. This is a car that already knows it is. Now let's step inside, and this is where things get real. The interior of the Porsche Carrera GT is almost shocking by modern standards because there is no digital overload, no massive touchscreen screaming for attention, no ambient lighting trying to seduce you. What you get instead is carbon fiber, leather, aluminum, and intention. The seats are thin, supportive, and firm, holding you in place like they're part of your spine. The steering wheel is small, perfectly round, and completely free of buttons. No drive modes, no shortcuts, just you and the car. The center console is a work of art, finished in carbon fiber and magnesium, housing a manual gear lever that feels like it belongs in a race car, not a luxury showroom. Every switch has resistance. Every click feels mechanical and deliberate. This interior doesn't try to comfort you, it challenges you. It tells you from the moment you sit down that this is not a casual experience. This is something you earn. And then there's the engine, the soul, the reason this car is spoken about in hushed tones. Sitting just inches behind your head is a naturally aspirated 5.7-liter V10 derived from Porsche's Le Mans prototype program. No turbos, no superchargers, no artificial enhancement. Just 10 cylinders screaming their way to 8,400 RPM. The sound is not just loud, it's emotional, raw, and almost violent. It starts with a deep mechanical growl and climbs into a metallic shriek that feels like it's ripping through the air and straight into your chest. Power delivery is instant and unforgiving. There is no safety net here. Throttle response is razor sharp, and the clutch is heavy, demanding precision and respect. The 6-speed manual transmission is not forgiving, and that's exactly the point. Every shift is an event, every downshift requires skill. This car does not adapt to you, you adapt to it. On the road, the Carrera GT is alive in a way modern hypercars simply are. The steering is unassisted, full of feedback, transmitting every texture of the asphalt directly into your hands. You feel the road. You feel the tires loading up in corners. You feel the rear end communicating with you, warning you, testing you. Handling is razor sharp, balanced, and brutally honest. There is no electronic curtain hiding mistakes. When you push too hard, the car tells you immediately. Acceleration is savage but linear. 0 to 60 happens in under 4 seconds, but that number doesn't matter. What matters is how it gets there. The rising scream of the V10, the vibration through the chassis, the way the car squats and launches forward like it's trying to escape gravity itself. This isn't speed for Instagram clips. This is speed that demands focus and respect. Now let's talk about safety, because this is where the Carrera GT draws a hard line between old-school philosophy and modern expectations. Yes, it has airbags. Yes, it has ABS. But beyond that, safety comes from the driver. No traction control babysitting. No stability system saving bad decisions. Porsche built this car assuming the person behind the wheel knew exactly what they were doing. That's terrifying, and that's beautiful. Pricing is almost irrelevant when talking about a car like this. When new, the Carrera GT cost around $450,000, already an absurd amount of money at the time. Today, values have skyrocketed into the millions because the world finally realized what Porsche created. This is not just a car, it's a moment in automotive history that will never happen again. Emotionally, the Carrera GT represents the end of an era. It's the last time a major manufacturer said, "Here is the best we can do, and we're not going to soften it for anyone." Driving it feels like stepping into a time capsule where skill mattered more than software. It's intimidating, thrilling, and deeply rewarding. This car doesn't care if you're comfortable, it cares if you're worthy. Imagine driving it early in the morning, the road empty, the engine warming up behind you, the sound echoing off canyon walls. Every input matters, every mistake has consequences. And when you get it right, when the car flows through a corner perfectly balanced, it feels like harmony between human and machine, something so rare it almost feels spiritual. The Porsche Carrera GT is not about lap times or drag races. It's about purity, it's about connection. It's about reminding us why driving used to be an art, not a feature list. In a world full of hybrid systems, electric motors, and artificial soundtracks, this car stands alone as a reminder of what happens when engineers chase emotion instead of efficiency. And as we bring this journey to a close, if you want to experience a completely different side of automotive passion, our video on the Ford Explorer Timberline is already uploaded and waiting for you. That video dives into modern American adventure, rugged capability, and how performance and utility blend in today's SUV world. Go watch that video right now, because seeing the contrast between the raw, uncompromising Carrera GT and the versatile modern Explorer Timberline will remind you just how wide and incredible the automotive world truly is.